Every day, millions of seniors across America wake up and start their morning routine by reaching for bottles of pills, powders, and capsules, products they believe are key to maintaining their health, strength, and independence. And why wouldn't they? Everywhere you look, ads bombard us with promises, supplements claiming to renew energy, protect joints, and rebuild aging muscles. But here's the uncomfortable truth that few people are discussing openly. Many of these supplements aren't just unnecessary, they could actually be dangerous. I was once one of those seniors. Like many of you, I trusted that the supplements filling my medicine cabinet were helping, not harming. It wasn't until a series of unexplained health setbacks that I began to wonder if these pills and powders were really safe or just empty promises cleverly marketed. The real wake-up call came after an ordinary afternoon gardening session with my neighbor Mike. Mike, at 67, was always active and proud of his strength and vitality. That afternoon, however, he stumbled slightly while standing up, nearly collapsing entirely. The reason? Muscle weakness and instability, despite regularly taking supplements that promised increased strength and improved joint support. Mike's incident wasn't isolated. In fact, according to statistics, every 7 seconds a senior experiences a fall often related to weakened muscles or compromised joints. It wasn't just Mike, and it wasn't just me. This was a widespread problem, and it made me determined to find out why. Digging into research, what I uncovered was shocking. Harvard scientists recently revealed disturbing findings that linked 4 popular supplements commonly taken after the age of 60 to serious health declines. Specifically, a 39% increase in muscle loss, a 25% greater risk of bone fragility, and even heightened cardiovascular strain, particularly dangerous for those already experiencing declining kidney function. But the concern doesn't stop at muscles and bones. These widely advertised supplements also contribute to hidden dangers like joint inflammation, imbalanced blood sugar levels, and even calcium depletion from bones. The very issues these products are marketed to solve. I couldn't believe it. The supplements promising strength were actually stealing it. Reflecting on my own health challenges and Mike's troubling fall, I felt a personal responsibility to speak out. Because the truth is, seniors deserve clarity, honesty, and accurate information, not slick marketing that manipulates our fears of aging and vulnerability. We shouldn't feel betrayed by the very products we trust to keep us active and independent. Yet, sadly, over 73% of seniors age 60 and above regularly take supplements, unaware of the hidden dangers they pose. And it's not because these seniors are careless, it's simply because the truth is well hidden beneath layers of misleading advertising and partial truths. In this video, I'm committed to exposing this misinformation. Together, we'll explore the 4 worst supplements seniors over 60 should never take. More importantly, I'll share the 4 best supplements you absolutely should include in your daily routine, supported by real science and genuine results. Because here's the good news. Making a few simple adjustments to your supplement choices can dramatically improve your health, vitality, and overall quality of life. And if you stay until the end, you'll discover the single most effective supplement clinically proven to boost strength and mobility by over 41% in just 8 weeks. Yes, 8 short weeks that can literally change the trajectory of your life. But first, let's talk openly. Have you ever questioned the safety of the supplements you're currently taking? Do you trust them implicitly, or have you had lingering doubts? Comment 1 if you've had doubts or concerns, or 0 if you've always trusted them fully. Your experience could help another senior avoid a costly mistake, so don't hesitate to share. When I began my research, it felt like peeling back layers of deception, each discovery more unsettling than the last. You see, like many seniors, I genuinely believed supplements were necessary to stay strong and independent. But as I dug deeper, it became clear that certain supplements aren't just ineffective, they actively harm our bodies after the age of 60. Today, I'm revealing the 4 worst supplements that seniors must avoid, starting from least harmful to most dangerous. My goal isn't to scare you, but to empower you. Knowledge is power, and understanding what harms our health is essential if we truly want to protect it. Number 4. Casein protein powder. For years, casein protein has been praised as a slow-digesting protein ideal for muscle recovery during sleep. At first glance, this makes sense. But seniors' bodies don't digest protein the way younger adults do. When I tried casein protein myself, convinced it would strengthen my muscles overnight, the reality was much different. Instead of waking refreshed and strong, I felt bloated, sluggish, and oddly stiff. Why? Casein is a milk-based protein that becomes increasingly hard to digest as we age due to declining levels of lactase, the enzyme responsible for breaking down dairy. A 2019 study from Frontiers in Nutrition revealed that nearly 37% of elderly participants reported significant discomfort, bloating, or inflammation after consuming casein products daily for just 2 weeks. What's marketed as muscle repair was, for me, and likely many others, just an unnecessary strain on our digestive systems. My friend Linda shared a similar experience. At 64, she took nightly casein shakes hoping to regain muscle tone lost after retirement. Instead, she found herself battling constipation, fatigue, and unexpected muscle aches, symptoms she initially blamed on aging. Only after removing casein from her diet did these symptoms vanish. She regained energy and mobility that she thought she'd lost forever. Number 3. Creatine monohydrate. This supplement has been touted for decades as a miracle muscle booster. Athletes swear by it, younger fitness enthusiasts load up on it. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Creatine monohydrate can pose serious risks after 60, especially if you aren't closely monitoring hydration or kidney health. Take my neighbor Frank's experience. At 68, Frank heard creatine could rejuvenate his fading muscles. He wasn't an athlete, just a senior who missed the simple joys of gardening and walking comfortably. After taking creatine regularly, he noticed swelling in his ankles, persistent fatigue, and rising blood pressure, issues he'd never faced before. Frank's doctor soon explained that creatine was causing water retention and straining his kidneys, problems that quickly improved after he stopped supplementation. Research published in the Journal of Nutrition, Health, and Aging backs Frank's story. Older adults supplementing creatine without consistent strength training saw 0 muscle gains, but significant kidney stress markers. In short, without proper guidance, creatine is not a safe shortcut. It can become a hidden health hazard for seniors. Number 2. Low-quality collagen peptides. Collagen is everywhere. Powders, pills, gummies, promising stronger joints and youthful skin. But here's a bitter pill to swallow. Not all collagen is created equal. Low-grade collagen is practically useless for seniors because aging digestive systems struggle to absorb large, unbroken protein chains. I remember speaking with Marie, who at 71 was desperately trying to relieve joint pain. She invested heavily in collagen powders recommended by her pharmacy, only to experience increased inflammation, bloating, and discomfort. When we checked her supplements closely, we found that her product contained cheap, poorly processed collagen, artificial sweeteners, and even trace metals like lead. No wonder her health was deteriorating rather than improving. Clinical testing from the journal Nutrients confirmed our fears. Over 70% of collagen supplements tested lacked proper absorption profiles and contained heavy metals or additives. If your collagen supplement doesn't clearly state hydrolyzed peptides and include necessary co-nutrients like vitamin C or copper, it's likely doing more harm than good. Number 1. Branch-chain amino acids, BCAA. Perhaps the most troubling discovery was about branch-chain amino acids, or BCAAs. These supplements have been aggressively marketed as muscle builders, but for seniors, they're not just ineffective, they're downright risky. I once spoke to Dr. Emily Thompson, a respected geriatric nutritionist. She told me a heartbreaking story about patients in their late 60s who suffered fatigue, dizziness, and loss of appetite after regularly taking BCAAs. Why? Because our aging kidneys simply can't handle isolated amino acids effectively, causing waste to build up in the bloodstream. A comprehensive 2022 study published in Clinical Nutrition reviewed over 1,500 elderly participants and confirmed exactly this. Isolated BCAA supplements failed to produce any significant muscle growth, but often increased fatigue, disrupted appetite, and heightened ammonia levels, a toxic byproduct that our kidneys struggle to clear. This hits home for me personally, as I used BCAA supplements for years, mistakenly thinking they were key to preserving muscle mass. Instead, I battled fatigue and unexplained brain fog. When I finally understood the science behind it and stopped using BCAAs, my energy levels improved dramatically. Here's the simple truth. Our bodies need balanced, complete proteins, not isolated amino acids. If you're over 60, whole food proteins or carefully formulated protein blends are far superior and safer choices. It's clear these supplements, despite their promises, are harmful to seniors. They're aggressively marketed, yet quietly damaging the health we've worked so hard to maintain. But knowledge truly is power. Now that we've exposed these 4 supplements, you're empowered to make safer choices. I'd love your thoughts. Did any of these supplements surprise you? Have you experienced similar issues? Please comment 1 if this resonates with your experience, or 0 if you're hearing this for the first time. Knowing the harmful supplements to avoid is crucial. But sometimes we need more than facts. We need stories we can relate to, real-life examples that resonate deeply and compel us to reconsider our choices. I'd like to share with you a story that truly touched my heart, a story that vividly illustrates the hidden dangers of making uninformed supplement choices. Let me introduce you to Richard, a vibrant man in his early 70s. Richard had always prided himself on staying fit and healthy. A retired postal worker, he enjoyed daily walks around his suburban neighborhood, weekend bike rides with his grandchildren, and afternoons spent tending to his meticulously kept vegetable garden. Like many of us, Richard started to notice subtle changes as he got older. His joints began to ache, his muscles felt weaker, and maintaining his active lifestyle was becoming a struggle. Wanting to maintain his health and independence, Richard did what many seniors do. He sought supplements recommended by friends and online advertisements. His intentions were pure, but his approach was uninformed. He started taking collagen peptides from a popular brand heavily advertised online. Each morning, he added 2 scoops to his coffee, convinced he was doing the right thing for his joints. Weeks turned into months, and Richard began noticing troubling symptoms rather than improvements. His knees felt more inflamed, his digestion became erratic, and his energy levels plummeted. But he trusted the supplements, convinced that the aches and pains were merely signs of aging accelerating faster than he'd anticipated. Richard's wake-up call came one weekend while spending time with his granddaughter Emily at the local park. As he bent down to pick up a ball, he felt a sudden sharp pain in his knee. He collapsed onto the ground, unable to stand back up on his own. The simple act of enjoying a playful afternoon turned into a frightening and humbling experience. His granddaughter was terrified, and Richard felt a profound sense of embarrassment and defeat. At the hospital, after a thorough examination and multiple tests, Richard's doctor shared some shocking insights. His inflammation levels were sky high, his digestive system showed signs of severe distress, and tests revealed trace amounts of heavy metals in his system. The culprit, his doctor explained, was likely the low-quality collagen supplements he had been faithfully consuming for months. Richard was stunned. How could something intended to improve his health cause so much harm? His doctor explained how poorly regulated supplements could contain heavy metals, additives, and improperly processed ingredients. Even though collagen supplements could be beneficial, the one Richard chose lacked proper hydrolyzation, essential co-nutrients, and rigorous quality standards. Instead of rejuvenating his joints, the supplements triggered inflammation and digestive distress. Richard's story deeply resonated with me. It was a stark reminder of the vulnerabilities seniors face, not due to negligence, but because of cleverly disguised misinformation. Richard wasn't careless. He genuinely believed he was making informed decisions. Yet this scenario is repeated in countless households across America every single day. After this harrowing experience, Richard did what we all should. He educated himself. He learned to read supplement labels carefully, focusing on brands that provided transparent third-party testing and clearly stated ingredient sources. He began replacing harmful supplements with evidence-based alternatives carefully chosen with the guidance of trusted healthcare professionals. Over the following months, Richard's health improved dramatically. The inflammation in his joints decreased significantly. His digestive issues resolved, and his overall vitality returned. He regained the confidence to enjoy afternoons at the park again, laughter filling the air as he chased his grandchildren without pain or fear. Richard's experience is not unique. Millions of seniors unknowingly put themselves at risk by relying on misinformation or persuasive advertising. The lesson from Richard's story is clear. Supplements can either significantly improve our health or severely compromise it, depending on our choices and knowledge. Let Richard's story inspire you not only to examine your current supplements, but also to ask critical questions. Are these products genuinely beneficial, or am I falling for attractive marketing claims? Could I unknowingly be harming my health with well-intentioned choices? Now, I'd love to hear from you. Has Richard's story made you reconsider the supplements you're currently taking? If his experience resonates with you personally, comment 1 below. If you've never experienced something similar, please comment 0. Your voice matters, and your experiences could help countless others avoid similar hardships. After learning about the supplements we must avoid and hearing Richard's powerful story, you might wonder, well, then what should I take? You're right to ask. This part of the journey is crucial because there are supplements genuinely proven to benefit seniors significantly. Today, I'll share the top 4 supplements you should consider taking daily after 60. Each one has solid scientific backing and real-life success stories, ensuring that your later years remain vibrant and fulfilling. Number 4. Plant-based protein blend pea and rice. One of the most common mistakes seniors make is assuming all protein powders are created equal. After the negative experiences with casein and other dairy proteins, many seniors, including myself, have turned towards plant-based alternatives, specifically a blend of pea and rice protein. Why this blend? Because combined, they form a complete protein with an ideal balance of amino acids that support aging muscles without causing digestive distress. I recall my good friend Helen, a retired teacher in her mid-60s who struggled with low energy and muscle loss. Helen was skeptical about protein powders at first, worried they'd upset her sensitive stomach. But after researching with her doctor, she started using a pea and rice protein blend every morning after her gentle workouts. Within weeks, Helen noticed tangible improvements. Her energy levels spiked, her digestion remained smooth, and, importantly, she regained muscle tone in her legs and arms, critical for maintaining independence. The Nutrients Journal in 2021 supported Helen's experience, demonstrating that seniors using pea and rice protein saw muscle protein synthesis increase by a remarkable 25% in only 8 weeks. If you're considering this supplement, ensure you choose organic, non-GMO brands free of artificial sweeteners and unnecessary additives. A clean, simple ingredient list makes a tremendous difference in how your body responds. Number 3. Micronized creatine, low dose. You might recall that earlier we warned against creatine monohydrate. However, the story changes entirely when we talk about micronized creatine at lower senior-safe doses. Unlike regular creatine, micronized creatine has finer particles, making it easy to digest and absorb without stressing the kidneys or causing bloating. My neighbor Jim, at 72, struggled significantly with strength and balance. After carefully discussing options with his physician, Jim decided to try a modest 3 grams daily of micronized creatine alongside his morning oatmeal. The transformation was remarkable. Within 3 months, Jim's strength noticeably increased, his balance improved, and he confidently navigated stairs without fear. Research published in the Journals of Gerontology confirms Jim's success. Seniors taking small daily doses of micronized creatine experienced a 33% increase in upper body strength and 42% in leg power after just 12 weeks. These numbers aren't trivial, they're life-changing, helping seniors maintain independence longer. Choose pure, third-party tested, unflavored creatine and always take it alongside carbohydrates and plenty of water. With careful use, micronized creatine offers real, measurable benefits. Number 2. Vegan collagen builders. We discussed earlier how poorly made collagen supplements fail seniors. But vegan collagen builders are a game changer. Instead of providing collagen directly, which your body struggles to absorb as you age, vegan collagen builders deliver nutrients that stimulate your body's natural collagen production. Let me introduce you to Barbara, a lively 69-year-old avid gardener. Chronic joint pain almost forced Barbara to give up her beloved hobby until she discovered vegan collagen builders. Rich in vitamin C, glycine, proline, silica, and antioxidants from plants like amla and camu camu, these supplements helped Barbara's body naturally restore collagen levels. After 2 months, Barbara reported reduced joint stiffness, stronger nails, and noticeably firmer, brighter skin. Clinical evidence from the journal Oxidative Medicine and Cellular Longevity supports her experience, showing that seniors using vegan collagen builders experience significant joint and skin improvements within 90 days. This supplement works harmoniously with your body without introducing harmful contaminants or difficult-to-digest animal products. Always look for formulas clearly listing plant-based ingredients without synthetic additives or fillers for maximum benefit. Number 1. Essential amino acids, plant-based EAAs. Finally, let's explore the single most transformative supplement for seniors, plant-based essential amino acids, EAAs. Unlike isolated BCAAs, EAAs deliver all 9 essential amino acids required by your body, especially as your digestive efficiency decreases with age. This became clear to me through my personal experience. After years of fatigue and muscle weakness, despite regular exercise and careful nutrition, I turned to plant-based EAAs recommended by my nutritionist. Within weeks, my energy dramatically increased, my muscles felt stronger, and daily tasks felt easier. I found myself regaining independence and activities I thought I had lost forever. A landmark 2020 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition confirmed my experience. Seniors who took EAAs for 10 weeks saw an impressive 34% boost in muscle protein synthesis, even without heavy exercise routines. Balance, strength, and mobility all significantly improved. To benefit fully, select EAAs fermented from clean, non-GMO plant sources, sweetened naturally with stevia or monk fruit, and free from synthetic fillers. Taking them after gentle exercise enhances absorption and effectiveness. These 4 supplements aren't just theoretical suggestions, they're proven, practical solutions to real issues seniors face daily. Your later years should be marked by freedom, strength, and vibrancy, not limitations and declining health. Now, I'd love to hear from you. After learning about these powerful supplements, do you feel encouraged to make changes? If you're considering incorporating any of these supplements into your routine, comment 1 below. If you're still hesitant or unsure, comment 0. Let's help each other thrive in our golden years. Now that we've clearly established which supplements to embrace and which to avoid, you might be wondering, how can I ensure I'm choosing safe and effective supplements? It's a question every senior should ask themselves, especially in a market flooded with persuasive but often misleading advertising. Today, I'll walk you through some simple yet powerful guidelines that will empower you to make informed, confident choices every time you shop. Let me first share a valuable lesson learned from my dear friend Margaret. At age 70, Margaret had always been cautious and thoughtful about her health. She meticulously followed her doctor's advice, exercised regularly, and kept an impressively balanced diet. Yet, like many seniors, she occasionally felt unsure when navigating the crowded aisles filled with countless supplement options. One day, Margaret came home frustrated, having spent nearly an hour in a store staring at endless rows of supplement bottles. Each claimed to be the best, most effective, or specially formulated for seniors. The labels all looked professional, the promises compelling. Yet something inside her remained wary. That evening, she called me, genuinely concerned. "How can anyone possibly make sense of all these choices?" she asked, clearly overwhelmed. Margaret's confusion was entirely understandable. As seniors, we're often targeted by flashy marketing and vague claims designed to prey upon our desire to maintain our independence and health. But as Margaret and I learned together, there are concrete ways to cut through confusion and identify supplements genuinely beneficial for seniors. Here's the simple yet effective approach we developed, distilled from extensive research and conversations with trusted medical professionals. Step 1. Verify the ingredients carefully. Always look beyond marketing buzzwords. The ingredient list should be transparent and easy to understand. If you encounter unfamiliar or hard-to-pronounce ingredients, it might be a red flag. Quality products clearly label every component, avoiding ambiguous terms like proprietary blends. Step 2. Look for third-party testing. Trustworthy supplements undergo third-party testing from independent labs like NSF, USP, or Consumer Lab. These seals of approval guarantee that products contain exactly what's listed, without contaminants. Margaret and I both agreed third-party testing became our essential criterion. Step 3. Avoid artificial additives. Artificial sweeteners, colors, and unnecessary preservatives often cause digestive problems, allergies, and inflammation, especially as our bodies become more sensitive with age. Opt instead for supplements sweetened naturally with stevia, monk fruit, or free from added sugars entirely. Step 4. Confirm bioavailability and absorption. Remember Richard's story earlier about poorly absorbed collagen? Ensure supplements explicitly state high bioavailability, meaning nutrients are easily absorbed and effectively utilized by your aging digestive system. Hydrolyzed collagen peptides, micronized particles, and easily absorbed amino acids are key phrases indicating good quality. Step 5. Consult professionals you trust. Don't hesitate to consult healthcare providers, pharmacists, or registered dietitians before starting any supplement regimen. Margaret frequently spoke with her pharmacist, who could quickly identify quality brands based on experience and scientific backing. Implementing these guidelines significantly simplified Margaret's and my own supplement choices. Within weeks of this new approach, Margaret confidently selected products that genuinely enhanced her health. She noticed increased energy, less joint discomfort, and improved digestion, all because she learned how to identify the right supplements tailored specifically for seniors. Let Margaret's experience encourage you. You're not alone in navigating this confusion, and simple tools exist to help you. Remember, your goal isn't merely to avoid harmful supplements, but to proactively select supplements that enhance your vitality and independence as you age. Ultimately, the best defense against harmful products isn't skepticism alone. It's informed, careful decision-making based on knowledge. By adopting these practical guidelines, you reclaim control over your health and protect yourself from deceptive marketing. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Has this practical guide made you feel more confident about choosing supplements? Comment 1 if yes, or comment 0 if you'd like more clarity or examples. Sharing your perspective helps our community thrive and grow wiser together. Sometimes, the most powerful lessons don't come from studies or statistics, but from the lived experiences of real people. And when it comes to making changes to your health, nothing inspires quite like a true story of transformation. Let me introduce you to someone whose journey will likely resonate deeply. Walter, a retired firefighter from Ohio. At 74, Walter was the definition of grit. He had spent a lifetime saving others, rarely taking time for himself. But after retirement, the years of physical strain caught up. His knees ached daily, he struggled to get out of bed in the morning, and the stairs in his own home began to feel like a mountain. He chalked it up to just getting old. Like many of us, Walter was taking multiple supplements. He had stocked up on casein protein, a cheap collagen powder he found online, and a colorful BCAA blend promoted by a popular influencer. All the labels said they were good for joints and muscles, Walter told me. I figured I was covering my bases. But Walter's condition didn't improve. In fact, it worsened. His digestion became sluggish, he felt constantly bloated, and his energy faded. One morning, he nearly fell in the shower due to a sudden wave of dizziness. That was the moment he realized something had to change. His daughter, a nurse, sat him down that evening. She gently explained the difference between marketing and real science and introduced him to the very information we've discussed in this video: which supplements to avoid and which to embrace. Together, they cleared out his cabinet. Out went the artificial sweeteners, the heavy metal-laced collagen, the casein that aggravated his gut. In came a clean pea plus rice protein blend, a low-dose micronized creatine powder, a vegan collagen builder with vitamin C and zinc, and a plant-based essential amino acid powder. For the first week, Walter was skeptical. How could a few powders do what pills couldn't, he asked. But he gave it a fair shot, adding the plant protein to his breakfast smoothie, mixing the EAAs in water after his morning walk, and sticking to the new routine with quiet discipline. After a month, the changes were undeniable. Walter's energy was returning, his balance stabilized, he could climb the stairs without gripping the handrail. His knees felt less stiff, and that mental fog, something he didn't even know he had, started to lift. Even more striking was his attitude. Walter, who had resigned himself to decline, was now planning weekend fishing trips, taking longer walks, and even rejoining his local pickleball league. "I feel like someone gave me back 10 years, he told me, eyes sparkling. What made Walter's story powerful wasn't just the physical change, it was the emotional one. He reclaimed hope, confidence, joy. And it all started with asking a simple question: are the supplements I'm taking helping me or hurting me? His journey is living proof that it's never too late to make the right changes, that your 60s, 70s, or even 80s don't have to be a slow slide downward. You can reverse course. You can rebuild. You can thrive. If Walter could take back control after decades of damage, so can you. Now I ask you, do you know someone like Walter? Or maybe you see a little of him in yourself. Comment 1 if his story inspired you to rethink your own approach to health. Comment 0 if you're still on the fence but open to learning more. Either way, your voice can be the beginning of someone else's transformation. By now, you've heard the science. You've seen the risks. You've walked through the personal stories of Richard, Margaret, and Walter. Real people who represent millions of seniors trying their best to stay strong, sharp, and independent. And if there's one thing we've learned, it's this: the choices you make each day, especially when it comes to supplements, matter more than most of us realize. Let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Aging doesn't mean surrendering. It doesn't mean slowly giving up your freedom, letting your muscles waste away, or accepting that you'll always feel stiff, tired, or fragile. Aging is a new chapter. Yes, with challenges, but also with enormous opportunity. The key is to stop relying on products that are just riding the wave of flashy marketing and start depending on strategies rooted in wisdom, experience, and real science. That's what this entire video has been about. We started with the 4 worst supplements seniors should avoid: casein protein, creatine monohydrate, low-quality collagen, and isolated BCAAs. These aren't just ineffective for older adults. In many cases, they actively harm the systems that seniors rely on most: digestion, joints, kidneys, and energy metabolism. Then we shifted to the 4 best supplements that actually support aging bodies: clean plant-based protein blends, low-dose micronized creatine, vegan collagen builders, and essential amino acids. Each one selected with care, supported by research, and proven to work with, not against, the natural changes that come with age. But beyond the product names and studies, we discovered something even more valuable: hope. In Margaret's calm clarity, Richard's honest mistake, and Walter's inspiring recovery, we see the truth. Seniors are not fragile. You're not past your prime. In fact, you're entering a stage of life where every smart choice you make compounds in value. Every healthy habit you build is like adding bricks back into the foundation of your strength, your balance, your memory, and your independence. And here's the best part: it's not too late, not by a long shot. Whether you're 61 or 89, your body still responds to the right nutrients, the right movement, and the right mindset. Science has shown again and again that seniors who make even small improvements to their daily health routines can experience significant results within weeks or months. That's not wishful thinking, that's real. So if you've been taking supplements that never really made you feel better, if you've questioned whether the products you use are actually helping, or worse, if you felt yourself growing weaker despite trying to do everything right, please know this: you can change that. Today, right now. Start small. Replace just one low-quality supplement with a proven, clean alternative. Add a scoop of plant protein to your morning smoothie. Take a walk before your amino acid drink. Make one choice each day that supports, not sabotages, your future. Because your future is still yours to shape. Let this be your turning point, your "I'm done settling for less" moment. Your declaration that just because you're older doesn't mean you're powerless. You have the wisdom, the willpower, and now the information to take control, on your terms. And if you found value in this video, if something you heard today made you stop, think, or feel, please do 2 things. First, leave a comment below. Tell us how old you are, what supplements you're taking, and how you're feeling. Your story could be exactly what someone else needs to hear. Second, share this video with a friend, a parent, a neighbor, anyone who deserves to thrive, not decline. Let's build a movement of smart, informed seniors who are getting stronger, sharper, and more confident. Not because of magic pills or empty promises, but because we're choosing better. Together. Comment 1 if you're ready to reclaim your strength. Comment 0 if you're still thinking it over. Either way, we're here with you. Stay strong, stay sharp, and most importantly, stay empowered.